Test one. Oh, that's right. It's on. Okay, keep the music going. I'll be right back.
I'll keep going.
Right.
Totally is my view.
Right. Rabbi Altshuler on the piano, everybody. So assisted, I want to tell you about, quickly before we start doing a little singing before Kabbalah Shabbos, I saw a picture of Jews singing this past month that's over 350 years old. It's not that often you get to look at pictures of Jews singing 350 years ago. And lo and behold, it was in Prague, I believe where Rabbi Altshuler's ancestors come from. And there was a parade in honor of the new Wojciech, a new heir to the Habsburg throne. And the Jews of Prague said, let's throw a nice affair for the Habsburg emperor and empress on the birth of their new son. And you see a picture of cantors in the street with, it says in the Judeo-German, a Blatt Musge. Was ist das? A sheet of music. And so you are in at least a 350-year-old tradition of song sheets for use in a festive moment. Let's we just did Hanukkah blessings. Let's do Al Hanisim, number 1. Al Hanisim ve'al ha'purkan ve'al ha'gvurot ve'al ha'tshuvot ve'al ha'milchamot שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. One more time like that. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. Like all good Hasidic songs, the high part comes second. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. That part one more time. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. And in case you thought that adding songs before Kabbalat Shabbat was old, they used to do that too. I saw one of those, but that's for a lecture and not for a service. All right, so let's go on. You're going to hear I have a little dreidel on Sunday, but not just in the way that you know it. It's going to be interesting and cool. Let's go to Mi Yamalel on page 3. That's all right. Mi Yamalel gvurot Yisrael lotan mimne אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם. מי ימלא גבולות ישראל אותן מי ימנה. אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם. שמע בימים ההם בזמן הזה, מכבי מושיע ובפודה, ומימינו כל עם ישראל, יתאחד יקום בהילל. מי ימלא גבולות ישראל אותן מי ימנה. אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם. מי ימלא גבולות ישראל אותן מי ימנה. אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם. All right. What do you think? One more Nochamo before we start. Do I have requests? One more before we start the service proper? I have requests? Any it doesn't have to be on the list. I probably know. Light one candle. Okay. My guitar is in tune with the weather, which is low. There we go. Almost. There we go. Light one candle. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. And light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. 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 Good Shabbos, everybody. Let's turn to the beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat. With the Chu, we've done a lot of singing in the beginning. We'll start with the Chu Neranena. Let's wait.
on Kabbalat Shabbat.
Let's wait on Kabbalat Shabbat. Sorry, please.
Sufganiyot break, and then we'll come back at 5:30. Huh? Just what? Because we can't start Mariv until 6.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
We have the streamers coming in.
Okay. Well, we could do Kabbalat Shabbat, and then we could do.
What? What?
We could do Kabbalat Shabbat, and then we could eat. Yes. Or do you want
Well,
to?
I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason here. You want to do Kabbalat Shabbat now?
And
we'll
then
do
eat.
some
We're here. We're singing a whistle.
Huh?
We won't start Mari before 6.
Then you need me.
We need you. Yes.
All right.
Very good.
La, 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 la. I'm still singing. Don't let the light go. I'm not used to wearing a sweater here.
Better.
I didn't know where my necktie was. I know. They're sitting in my closet. What do you think I wore in London? I have a stack of sweaters. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, it's kind of good.
Here in Sarasota, we're twice a year sweater Jews.
That's about it. Not too often. Yeah. There's not much change in season, but it's balmy compared to what's going on in the rest of the country. So we shouldn't forget that. Our dear friends in Chicago are really cold this Hanukkah, Shabbat Hanukkah. Okay, are we okay? We'll start with Kabbalat Shabbat. We'll take a break and we'll come back. Page 10, Yedid Nefesh. Unless you want to start with something else.
Yeah, we'll start with Nefesh if you like.
Okay, Yedid Nefesh.
We'll do one verse, an Israeli one that you may know. Yedid Nefesh Avarachaman, Yedid Nefesh Avarachaman, Mishok Avdecha Eretzona, Mishok Avdach, ay 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 Eretzona, Yarutz Avdach Kemo Aya Ishtachaveh Mul Adarot Ki Yeravlo Yediduta Minofet Suf Yadadai Vechotam Ay dai ay dai 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 da 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 ay dai ay dai 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 da 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 dai ay dai ay dai 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 ay dai 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 ay dai ay dai 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 ya da da dai 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 oy 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 do.
Page 11.
Lechu neranena l'Adonai, nariya letzur yisheinu, nekadma fana b'toda, bizmirot nariya lo, nekadma fana b'toda, bizmirot nariya lo. Ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher biyado mekerei haaretz v'toafot harim lo
אשר בידו מכרי הארץ וטוב עוד הרים לו. אשר יאמר יסורי ושמע יסורי בו ישנחה ונקרא על לפני אדוני עושהו. Today, listen to God's voice and not become hard-hearted like the people of Meribah. Asher nisuni avolotechem achaligon ufalim. 40 shana kud bidor v'omar am tovei levavim v'heim lo yadeu derachai asher nishbati v'yapi im yevon el menuchati.
Page 13, Shiru.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בשרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו הגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, איי איי איי, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, באדוני שמיים עשה, הון והדר לפניו ותפארת במקדשו. אמרו לאדוני משפחות עמים, אמרו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, אמרו לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובוא נחצות. איי איי ניי 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 איי ניי 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 איי 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 ניי 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 איי ניי ניי איי 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 ay nay 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 ay nay ay nay ay nay 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 ay ay nay nay ay nay ay 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 ay
Page 14.
ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ ירום הים ומלואו יעלו שדי בכל אשר בו אז ירננו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני קיבל ישפוט הארץ ישפוט זבל בצדק ועמים באמונתו.
Page 18, want to do Zamru Ladonai Bechinur?
זמרו לאדוני בכינור, בכינור בכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירום הים ומלואו, תבל ויושביה. נהרות ימחאו הרים ירוננו, לפני אדוני קיווה, נשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, בעמים משרים, ירום היום ומלואו, תבל ויושבבה, נהרות עמך וכף, יחד הרים ירוננו.
Let's read on page 19, the very bottom of the page. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace, everyone.
Bring with
Following
you
a tumultuous week
filled with so many demands.
Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams.
Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being.
Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator.
Blessed is your light.
Romamu, page 20.
רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו.
Page 21, Mizmor LeDavid.
מזמור לדוד. עבו לאדוני בני אלים, עבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, עבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. כל אדוני המים אל הכבוד ירים, אדוני על מים רבים. כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון וציון, כמו בן רימים. כל אדוני קוצם להבות אש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש. כל אדוני יכולל איילות, ביחסוב יערוב, ובחרו כולו אומר כבוד, כולו אומר כבוד. אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם. אדוני עוז עמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
And now we're ready for Lecha Dodi. Officially welcome our Shabbat. Page 23. How many stanzas would you like to do? We have plenty of time.
Let's do 1, 2, 3, and the last.
Good,
And
okay.
I'm going to do one that you're going to hear if you come to the concert on Sunday.
Good.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad לשם ולתפארת בריתילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת נכוון אלך כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קום מצאי מתוך אהבך רב לך שבט בימי קמך והוא יחמול עלייך אמור לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצורה תוך אמונה עד סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה בך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's
Shabbos.
just take a couple minutes and say hello. Whomever you're closest to. Tridels, you're going to have to walk a little bit to say. All right. Well, a pleasure having you here, partner.
It's a pleasure.
Shabbat Shalom.
Sorry, didn't mean to have a miscommunication.
Why? About what?
No, no, no. Now it's what we're going on.
Well, we didn't know what to do.
I like to have the parents talk.
I know. Fine. I knew we would have an issue with the weather. So we'll have other. Yes, it's nice. Yes, nothing wrong with that either. Yeah, there's lots of variations you can do. So, what we'll do is, I don't want to give my Dvar Torah until we have the people on stream. So, we'll finish with Mizmor Shir. I'll do Kaddish Tom, and then we'll take a little break. We'll have
We'll come back and
we'll come back and yeah, I'll do it. My Devar Torah is 3 minutes, but I don't want to cheat our streamers here. All right, everybody, you're schmoozing too much. That's okay. All right, we're not finished yet with Kabbalat Shabbat because, by the way, if you're going to be a stickler for detail, Shabbat actually begins when you recite Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbat. Candles are lit at home, Kabbalat Shabbat, but the technical beginning, because the candles are lit before Shabbat actually begins, with Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbat. Nobody's listening to me. All right, page 27. Page 27. Mizmor Shel Yom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. ישימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מעולם מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. ויתה אמרנו אדוני, כי נאבך אדוני כבכי עובד, ויפתחו ליד, בכמלמים של האוזניים. צדיק אדמה יפרח, יפרח, צדיק אדמה יפרח, צדיק אדמה יפרח, יפרח, צדיק אדמה יפרח. כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, יזכה. כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, כארז בלבנון יזכה, יזכה. שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצות אלוהינו יבריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ולעניים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני צרורי, ולאו לטבור. Adonai malach yud navesh. Nasu ne'aru Adonai above the world, the vast sea, the majestic figures of the ocean. Adonai stands supreme in the heavens. Eidotecha nemenu meyod, leveitcha, leveitcha, nabakodesh. Adonai leorech yamim.
Mourners and those who are observing yard sites, rise now here on page 30 for the Kaddish tome. Mourner's Kaddish. Together, Yitgadal v'Yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. V'Alma Divra Chirutei v'Yamlich Malchutei. V'Chayechon v'Yamechon. Uv'Chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'Gala uv'Izman Kari v'Imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach. V'Elam Lomei Maya. Yipara v'Yishtabach. V'Yitpa'ar v'Yitromam v'Yitnasei. V'Yitadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal. Shmei Kudusha, Brichu, Leila min kol bechata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechmata, dam yiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Okay. We're going to take a little break now, 15 minutes outside. We'll come back. I'm going to have a short Devar Torah. I want the people on stream be able to share in that. And so let's do that, and then we'll come back and we'll have our Marif service. 6 o'clock as advertised. Huh? 15-minute break. We advertise this. We've got to stick to our schedule. Whoa, I forgot to unbuckle myself.
Shabbat Shalom to our Zoomers. We'll be back at 6. Looking forward to davening Mariv with you.
I'd rather save the 3.5 hours. Leave from the crack on there. I get the music will be there from the fine airport. Actually, it's a very good way to travel. All right. Yeah, it looks like it.
Listen,
All right, then I don't have to do
confidential. Yes.
Yeah.
If I can get him to come down and spend money to do this,
I know. I will make it happen. People are not going to turn me down because this is what has to be done
you're looking at $300,000.
to start something.
But you have to understand his motivation. He keeps 25%, but he runs it.
Well, let's stay in touch. This is something that has to be done. This is
the
the
only way
number
you
one
can-
priority.
it's the only way
I
you can
know.
survive.
I agree. I know. You're right.
Doesn't matter how
I
good you
know.
are or how wonderful the temple is.
It's a 5-6 year plan. You start from the bottom and build up. It can happen. It will happen. There are a lot of young families moving down
That's
this
the
area
question.
now.
I make the call to him. Say to him, right? It's not rude. It's okay.
Yeah, but he knows his stuff. Yeah. And he built up their young kids. Wow.
Yum, bum, bum, bum. Yum, bum, 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 bum. Yum, bum,
Well,
bum, bum, bum.
Let me drop the idea. It's got to happen.
Yum da 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 dum dum yum da da dee dee dee. Dum dee da 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 yum bum bum ba bum. Ya dum da 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 dum da dum ba 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 bum ba bum ba bum ba 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 bum. Dai 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 da da dai 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 yum bum ba bum. Yum ba da 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 dai.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's please take your seats. We have our streamers are already with us. So
Shalom
please
Aleichem
come in.
streamers.
We just have the Mari portion of our service. Chag Sameach still. Please be seated. Chag Sameach, Chanukah Sameach, Chag Urim Sameach, Chodesh Sameach. We are stacked with
We're stacked with
greetings,
holidays and
different
Torahs.
greeting, any greeting you want. Chodesh Tov. Chodesh Tev. Yeah. Did you mark the page number in here? What page number is it? Is it marked? Is this it here? No. Yeah, go to do it while I'm. Okay, let me share a Devar Torah before we start. Very good. Okay, well, I just need to see the page number. Palestine time. I'll find Palestine time. All right, we got it. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Just a short little Devar Torah Shabbat Hanukkah. We're going to be speaking more about Hanukkah tomorrow. But question that I'm asking you is, what do we celebrate at Hanukkah? What are we celebrating? Freedom. It's part of the story. Well, first of all, the word Hanukkah means dedication or rededication. So we're celebrating, number one, there are many answers to this, the rededication of the temple in Jerusalem, approximately 165 BCE, when the Maccabees came to the Beit HaMikdash in Jerusalem and they rededicated the sanctuary, cleansed it from all of its pagan impurities, found the cruse of oil, if you take the Talmudic story later on, and of course celebrating the rededication of the temple reminds us of our Jewish ties to Jerusalem, the center, the eternal capital of the Jewish people. But there's also other stuff to celebrate. How about the miracle of the oil, which is, we read about only in the Talmud, written about 350 years after the events of Hanukkah. That's a different story. And then we recite the passage Hanerot Halalu after we light our candles, which reminds us of the miracle of the cruse of oil. They found supply for 1 day, and it lasted for 8. But there's another part of Hanukkah, and that is the victory over the Greek Seleucids, the mighty of the third part of the Greek Empire, which the Jewish guerrilla soldiers defeated after a 3-year war between 168 and 165. And if you notice in the Al-Hanisim passage that we're about to recite again in our Amidot, our Amidas, it makes no mention of the cruse of oil, only the victory over the Greeks. So what Hanukkah began, and that's an older passage, began as a celebration of the military victory, the national sovereignty of the Jewish people, getting rid of the pagan barbarities. And in fact, in the song Mi Yamalel Gvurot Yisrael, there's no mention of God, only the heroism of Israel. So you see this conflict between the Hanerot Halalu and the Al Hanisim. What is the miracle of Hanukkah? Depends where you're coming from. Of course, the victory of light over darkness, which I'll get to as I conclude here, which is also a very important part of the Hanukkah story about the victory of light over darkness. Another part that we might add to the celebration is that at this time in which a large part of the world, the Christian world, celebrates its major holiday at this time, it's also a victory of the Jewish people over massive assimilation that was taking place in the 2nd century before the Common Era. So it's the miracle also, celebration of Jewish existence in the face of tremendous odds against us historically to survive. And that's why we lifarsem et mitzvah, we publicize the mitzvah, because we certainly want to share this great story with the rest of the world. It is really miraculous that we're still here, and we should never forget that. And that's another one of the reasons why we light the Chanukiot. There's also no coincidence that in the pagan world they celebrated at this time the Mithrius or Saturnalius celebration during the time of darkness. And then came the Jews with the 25th of Kislev and the celebration as well of the rededication, all the meanings of Hanukkah. And then, of course, it's the great celebration for Christians around the world, their winter solstice festival, which is not mentioned in Christian scripture at all. It was added at a much later period. So there's this universal as well, celebrating Hanukkah, a universal human response to darkness, to try to bring light and joy in the midst of the darkest time of the year. And candles that we light are always symbols of our hope that good will always triumph over evil. That perhaps might be even the most important message of Hanukkah, because we know it's our mitzvah, it's an obligation of ours, our task, to light the Chanukiot, the Hanukkah candles, each of the 8 nights of Hanukkah. And the message for that I'd like to leave you with, every time we light those candles, what we are celebrating is that we want to, after Hanukkah and throughout the year, create good, because there's too much evil in the world. Create good where evil exists, where meanness exists, where human behavior is flawed. We light the candles to remind us that goodness is the only way we can overcome the darkness in the world, spiritual as well as physical darkness, to combat pain and suffering and illness and misery. Only, what is the solution? We light the candles. God doesn't do it. God gives us the inspiration by our deeds of gimilut chasadim, of human kindness. So that's what our candles symbolize. Symbolize always our strength that our people have had in knowing that good will always triumph over evil, and that we are responsible for making that happen every single day. Do not allow meanness and sorrowness and the lack of spirit of Hanukkah to ever invade our premises. Always goodness, always with the help of our dear God. And so we say on that note, on this Shabbat Hanukkah, may all that be our Hanukkah Sameach, a very joyous Hanukkah. So, in that light now, we can begin the Mariv service for Shabbat. We will rise, page 39a, for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Leolam Vaed.
Please be
Baruch
seated.
Atah
Our
Adonai
first blessing. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם להכיר כרצונו.
מסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם להכיר כרצונו. מעביר יום ולילה.
מעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים. תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המרי ורבים.
אהבת עולם.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך עבדה. תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם בלילה יומם בלילה. ואהבתך תשים ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ונפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושינתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשלפך ובקומך, וקשתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפון בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Page 42, the rest of the Shema.
ונתתי עשב
ונעבדום
שדתך
בכל
ונתתי
הלחם ונתתי בני סבא זוז שמלך ואחר אבדני בכם תשמע ונמתר ואז מעלו תיתן
ויאמר מדבר
שמתם את דברי כשאתם אותם להיות על ידכם והיו תותבות בין עיניכם לימדו אותם
קדושים לכם עלינו.
ויאמר אדוני משה לאמור דבר. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם
Amen. Page 44, we usually go. Page 44. מלכותו.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה מרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירו בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדם בקודש, נורתי לא תוסיף אלה, נורתי לא תוסיף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים בפני משה זעיני, ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי בדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מי החזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני
ברוך שמו
גאל ישראל.
Page 45. Let's read together in the English our prayer for shalom, for peace. Ashkivenu, allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, remove us from us enemies, pestilence, swords, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your Sukkot Shalom, your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Amen. Please rise, Vishamru. Page 46.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. מיני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויקרא שמי רבה, ביום דבחית וימליך מלכותי בחייכון, וביומכון וחייתך בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יש מרבה מברך ועולם מעל מים, יתברך וישתבח ויתברך ויתרומם ויתעשה ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה בנחמתה, דמירה מעמה, ואימרו Amen.
Our Amidah tonight is a little bit more complicated. It begins on page 47, it concludes on page 52, and in between we add what's called the Ya'aleh V'Yavo for Rosh Chodesh, for the new month, and then there's an instruction to go to page 430 where we add the Al Hanisim for Hanukkah. So good luck. Let's begin. Let's say it. Eloheinu v'Avotenu v'Tanya. Zichron Yerushalayim Mikotshech v'Ziron Kavod v'Sofim Fleitana Yom Rosh HaChodesh
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחלו יום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק, ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל, ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, קונה שמיים וארץ. מגן אבות בדברו, מחיי מתים במאמרו. האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו, המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו. כי בם רצה להניח להם, כי בם רצה להניח להם, ופניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד מעון הברכות אל ההודעות. אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברק שבי ומניח בקדושה לעמד ושני עונג זכר למעשה בראשית.
Day 54.
אלוהינו ואבותינו רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך ותחלקנו בתורתך. סבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך, ותהא ליבנו לעובדך באמת. והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו בימיו רצון שבת קודשך, וינוחו בישראל בקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
קדיש שלם.
יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, בגלל למד וברכנו תביא מקמלכות ובחיי חול וביום בכל וחי גבול ישראל בגלל בזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעמיה. יתברך וישתבח בתורה בתורה מנשא, ותדע ותלך ותדע שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכת ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמים מעלמה, ואמרו אמן. יקבל סוד ולדות כל ישראל כל דם ובוא נשמע, ואמרו אמן. ויש למעלה משמיא וחיים עליהם וכל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו
Rise to the
Amen.
Kiddush first, please. The blessing for our children, our grandchildren, wherever they are. Think of them and give them a big hug right now. This Shabbat. Yisimech Elohim Kasar Rivka Rachav Aleah. May God bless our daughters. As God bless Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Yisimcha Elohim Kefraim V'chi Menashe. And may God bless our sons as Jacob blessed his grandchildren and all the sons of Israel from Ephraim and Menashe. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless our children and keep them from every harm. May God share his light and love and kindness with them throughout their days. May God lift them and guide them on the paths of Torah and grant them the blessing of shalom, of peace.
Amen.
Kiddush.
Sabri Chavirai. Thank you. That's right. You only get a second chance on this. When someone says Sabri, your very, very Jewish response is L'chaim. We'll try again. Sabri Chavirai. Ach, Yidden. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu בשבת קודשו ביעביו רצון הנחילנו זיכרון מעשי בראשית כי הוא יום תחילו למקראי קודש זכר יציאת מצרים קיבלנו בחרתה ואותנו קידשת מקומים בשבת קודשך באהבה והנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Amen.
L'chaim Nagash.
We're sharing with everybody. It's good. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, let's put.
It was a good
back
year
here.
for Menashe.
You're on the left, facing the ark, and I'm on the right.
There we go.
Just in case they're not washed out. Not that I don't love you, Canada, but it's nice to have separate glasses. All right, page Aleinu on page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שנותן שמיים ויסד הארץ ומה שכל השמיים ממעל ושמיים הוא אלוהינו
Okay, נגמר לך אדוני אלוהינו.
השמיים ויסד על כן נגמר לך אלוהינו
כי המלכות שלך.
כי המלכות שלך היא ולא מעט ימלוך בכבוד ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated, everyone, as we pause at the end of our service to remember our loved ones who are with us, but in spirit, in our hearts forever. We remember this week, the first week of the month of Tevet, Irving Cohen, Sergei Altshuler, Minnie Young, Helen Landsman, Francis Parker, Bernard Fine, Marlene Minkoff, Ida Golden, Hetty Rothman, Gertrude Silberg, William Wahlberg, Jean Levine, Sedja Stern, Edward Altman, Morton Signer, Leo Zucker, Jerome Waldstein, Saul Einstein, Rebecca Hamburger, Shimon G. Sherman, Irving Pagirski, Asaf Benderly, Fanny Wolf, Nathan Wolf, Mitchell Bacow, Eugene Stern, Warren David Carell, Louis Bachler, Leonard Cole, Francis Sager, Maurice M. Smith, Harry Schwartz, Irving Silverman, Zichronam Livracha, all of blessed memory. So those who are in mourning and those remembering yard sites, we stand with our loved ones, always remembering them in our prayers, affirming our faith in God and the eternity of love. Page 58, together the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Bialma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Bagalau v'isman kariv v'imeru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'elam v'lomei maya. Yipara v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei. V'yitada v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmei kudisha brichu. Ve'ela min kol bechata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Tamiran b'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya. V'chayim aleinu. V'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. And before we have our announcement, I just want to add one more yard site to remember our great teacher, the late Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, whose yard site is observed, when's the exact date? This week. The 23rd. Oh, so that's today, the 50th anniversary of his departure. And I just want to read one very brief passage from his very well-known book called The Sabbath. And he wrote, "He who wants to enter the holiness of the day must first lay down the profanity of clattering commerce, of being yoked to toil. He must go away from the screech of dissonant days, from the nervousness and fury of acquisitiveness, and the betrayal and embezzling his own life. He must say farewell to manual work and learn to understand that the world has already been created and will survive without the help of a human being. 6 days a week we wrestle with the world, wringing profit from the earth. On Shabbat, we especially care for the seed of eternity that is planted in our souls. The world has our hands, but our soul belongs to someone else. 6 days a week we seek to dominate the world. On the seventh day we try to dominate the self. Shabbat Shalom. Zichrono Livracha. Announcements. President Lauren Haven.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
What a great turnout tonight. I'm so excited to see some familiar faces and a lot of new faces tonight. So thank you. Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you to Cantor Osterklein, to both of you, for a lovely, lovely Hanukkah service, for lighting the menorah. And as everyone knows, Cantor Osterklein is beginning his winter session with us. He will be here from this weekend all the way through the end of January. So we welcome him. Okay, let's get down to business. The Bima Baskets this week are sponsored by Shelley and Sheldon Goldclank in honor of their 51st anniversary, Susan and Harold Halpern in honor of their 48th anniversary, Julie and Art Cooper-Smith in honor of their 58th anniversary, and Toby and Cantor Murray Simon and family in honor of Cantor Murray Simon's 80th birthday. Tonight, the jelly donuts and the delicious cookies were provided by Ann and Al Tridell in honor of Hanukkah. Thank you. Everything is delicious. And the cake this week will be provided by Toby and Cantor Murray Simon in honor of Cantor Simon's 80th birthday. Don't miss out. On January 6th, we are getting to the deadline for the Shabbat dinner. I believe we have, 108 so far signed up. So we're very excited, and if you want to go, you have until December 28th to sign up. Early service, oh, that's today. Okay, I'm not going to go into everything. We have so many programs. There's just a couple I want to highlight. On January 14th, we have a very busy day. Life and Legacy and Visionary Society Shabbat services are that morning. So we will be honoring all the Life and Legacy and Visionary Society members on that day. And that evening, we will be having our new member Havdalah event at the home of Isaac and Vivian Calvaries, which is on Siesta Key. And you can now start to call Kelly at the office and sign up for that event. We are trying to push new members. And so if you want to bring a friend, if you would like somebody to come and meet Rabbi and to meet Cantor Osterklein, we would love that. Just let Kelly know so we know how many people will be attending. It's going to be a wonderful evening, and we look forward to seeing everyone there. Another thing that we are doing, this is a new thing, Rabbi is going to be doing a schmooze with the rabbi. Meet schmooze, we can pick a topic maybe.
Whatever you want to talk
A schmooze with the rabbi at Starbucks on Thursday afternoons. It'll be starting January 19th at 4 p.m. at the Starbucks on Tamiami, where the Panera Bread is on Bahia Vista and Tamiami. And we're going to try it out. We're going to see, we'd love to have new members come. We'd love for our current members to bring a potential new member to meet our rabbi, to talk, to just get out of the temple a little bit and schmooze and get to know one another. So we're looking forward to that as well. That should be fun.
Okay, I didn't know which Starbucks, and now I know.
Yeah, you're the one
The
who
one
said
on
that
Tammy-
Starbucks.
I was going to do the one downtown, but that's okay. We'll do the
Oh,
one.
because I just figured it was a straight
That's
shot from
fine.
here. I'm sorry.
It's
Okay,
totally
that one,
fine.
yeah. The one
I
that's a
just wanna
straight
know where
shot
to
from
go.
Via Vista. Okay.
It's fine. I can't be.
So
in
I
two
do want to say
places.
we have a couple new people in the audience. I just want to introduce. I see a new couple right here in the orange. Are you
I've known them for years.
relatively new? I don't. Does this work?
The Jacobys,
Elliot, do these work?
Philip and Halil.
Let's see. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Okay, good. Yep. Okay, I'm going to pass around because I see a lot of new faces.
Hi, yeah, I'm Phil Jacoby, my wife Helene Jacoby, and we're very excited to belong to Temple Beth Sholom, and we are going on the tour of Eastern Europe this May.
All aboard, and ready to go. That's what I'm saying. We've known each other for
Oh,
years.
good. Great.
We're going to really get to know each other.
Okay,
We
and
wake up in the morning.
behind you, I feel like here we go.
Louise Siegel.
Alan Siegel.
Louise and Alan Siegel, and are you
old
new members,
friends.
seasonal, visiting? Visiting from New Jersey. Welcome. Well, we kind of feel
Known
like we
them
have
for
New Jersey
years.
weather, right? Okay, well,
We
there's a
met
whole.
when we first moved here. We had dinner get together with the Siegels.
Okay, and now we have a whole family
Yeah, I see
visiting
this,
from Oregon, from Portland. Well, you're okay. What you?
We, Marty and Grace Rossman, we're new members, and this is my son Stuart. And his
Oh, you have a
family.
good name.
Stuart is Stuart.
I like that. Smart mothers and fathers.
Oh, my firstborn.
We met already, but Shabbat, welcome. Nice to have you. So you all live in Portland, Oregon, Terry? Yep. Wow. That's
Fantastic.
far.
Great. Okay, now come back here because I definitely saw some new faces
opposite.
back here. This group right here. I'll start with you. You have? I've never met you. I'm so sorry. Okay. You want to reintroduce yourself?
Sure. Sharon Shanzer, Ballackinwood, Pennsylvania.
And Bill Lauenberger, same town.
Hi, I'm Pat Sosconi from Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're new members.
Yeah, we were here last year as well.
I see. Well, nice to have you again. You look so familiar. So I know. I remember.
Cecily Carroll. I became a member a year ago. I'm from Penn Valley, Pennsylvania.
Where was that? I didn't catch. Oh, Pennsylvania. Nice.
Pennsylvania. Yes. Okay.
Nice
then
and cold up there right now.
Way back. Yeah, you're trying to hide back there, but.
Old timers.
Yeah, you're an old timer.
Chicago, all these. Well, no, this is you have the right time. We changed on you. We usually have our services 6:30.
That's what we had down.
I know. This is unusual. We
All right,
Hanukkah.
good.
we
I
have
am
the light.
glad to hear that was not the
So
case.
not
Anyhow,
you.
I'm Natalie Salmore, and
Natalie.
I'm visiting from Siesta Key.
Oh, that's so far away. You need a passport to come here across the bridge.
And I'm Kate Hendrickson, and I'm visiting from Siesta Key.
Oh, nice to have you. Nice to have you.
Welcome.
Come again.
Welcome.
Come again. Nice. to
Okay,
have
two
you.
more
Really.
things I did
My
forget
pleasure.
to mention. The 25th, this Sunday, we have the big concert, our big Christmas concert.
Hanukkah concert.
It's really Hanukkah, right. Cantor Austerklein and Cantor Mizrahi are going to be performing here. We are so excited. The doors will open at 2:15. The concert begins at 3. And I think we have over 260 people signed up. 273. Fantastic. So we look forward to seeing everyone at that. And also, Cantor Austerklein's class will also start this Thursday at 9 a.m. here in the temple, and he is bringing in live musicians for his classes. So that also begins this week. So Shabbat Shalom, and I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow.
Good. And just to add that our Musaf service tomorrow will be led by Cantor Alberto Mizrahi, so you have a real special treat tomorrow. So for that, let's conclude with the Yigdal.
We'll conclude
What
with
would you like to conclude with?
Yes, we'll conclude with Yigdal on page 62.
62.
And briefly, I'm going to introduce a very old old melody, which is new, but to teach you some a new Hanukkah food that you may not know about. Normally, we think of latkes, we think of sukaniot, we think of donuts, but how many of us think of waffles? Anyone ever heard of waffles for Hanukkah? Well, because Jews have a tradition of doing foods that sound like something in Hebrew, just like homen tashin or mon tashin or poppy seed pockets, among the Spanish Portuguese Jews, they say Hanukkah is nes vafele. Wafele. And wafele in Dutch is waffles. So in honor of that, you can take that home and eat waffles as Hanukkah comes to a close in the next couple of days. This is Yigdal Elohim Chai from the Spanish-Portuguese tradition. It's in the style of their, actually some Dutch hunting melodies that they use, and you'll pick it up. Page 62 as we conclude.
We love hunting melodies, yes.
יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח נמצא וינט אל מציאותו אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו נעלם וגם אין סוף ליחדותו אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף לא נערוך אליו קדושתו קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא ראשון ואין ראשית מראשיתו הינו אדון עולם בכל נוצר יורה גדולתו ומלכותו שפן נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד נביא ומביט את אמונתו תורת אמת נתן לימואל על יד נביאו למען ביתו לא יכל יפעל ולא יאמין דתו עולמים לזולתו צופה ויודע סתרנו מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו גומל לאיש חסד כמפעלו נותן לרשע רע כרישתו ישתק בקץ ימין משיחנו וגדות מחכה קץ ישועתו מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו ברוך הדיין שם תהילתו מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו ברוך הדיין שם תהילתו
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Time for dinner.
Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy your challah and your waffles.